Hello everybody and welcome to the barbecue shop here at Hayes Garden World. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Now if you've watched any of our dishes where we've barbecued a turkey, you will see that we've put ingredients underneath the turkeys for making a gravy.
We did, we put a foil tray underneath the turkeys for the juices to drip into, and we put some liquid in there, we put some water in, some apples, some celery, some onions, some carrot, and the giblets minus the liver. So if you click to one of the other videos, you'll see that a whole ingredient setup, and we're going to take the tray after the turkeys come off and we're going to process the gravy, and that's what's going to be, we're going to make the gravy, and that's what's going to be this video. Right, so we've got our tray with the liquid in. We brought it from underneath the grill onto the top, and we just made sure that this is all boiling. So what we need to do first is just to hoik out the giblets, because we're done with those really. So that's the neck, and we have the gizzard. Come here. And I think the heart's attached there as well. So what we will do, just because we're going to mash this, I'm going to transfer this into a much more substantial tray. Transfer that into a much more substantial tray that has, as you can hear, been preheating. And what we then do is take a good sturdy potato masher, and we give that a good mash down. We've got the different vegetables in here and the apple, as you remember.
So what we're trying to do here is just release more flavour.
Yeah, let's just grab that spoon, sorry. Let's just grab that spoon. Release all the flavour, just mush all these ingredients down. So that they actually help to thicken the gravy as well. So that's part of the reason for putting a little bit of liquor into the bottom of the tray, so that the carrots and everything cook. And over here you'll notice that I've got a saucepan. This has got some stock warming, because that's going to be one of the ingredients that we put into our gravy to help let it down a bit. So once we've got this in here, just nicely mashed. There we go. The next thing we're going to do is just clean off our masher, because we want that goodness in our gravy at the end. And what we'll do is we'll bring this over here.
Are we finished with this plate? And
we're going to transfer this into a sieve that's over a saucepan. Just going to get this, all of those flavours, all the juices from the turkey. I can smell.
It does smell really good.
It smells like Christmas gravy. You can smell the turkey and everything. So we've done with that now. So we'll just put that back in, turn that off, and then use the back of the spoon. If you've got a ladle, use a ladle. But you want a nice sturdy sieve, and you're just going to push this through, trying not to let any escape over the sides. But if you do, it's not the end of the world. But we're really just trying to get all the moisture out of this pulp of this kind of the carrots and the celery and the apple. There we go. So that's all looking nice and dry now. If we just lift this up, and we've got all this kind of puree, probably coming from, more than likely coming from the apple and the carrot. That's going to help thicken. So we just scrape that off. We want that into our gravy. That's the whole purpose of using the sieve. And then that can just go over there and just get discarded. So we've got the base of a really good gravy here. This is then going to come over to our side burner. This has got some beef stock that's already been heated, and that just goes straight in. If you went in with cold, it's just going to take a bit longer. We'll get rid of that as well. And then this now, we'll just bring this up to a nice rolling boil. We'll reduce it until it starts to thicken, and it reduces to a consistency that we're kind of looking for. And then once we're at that stage, then we'll add some seasoning, we'll add some salt, we'll add some pepper, and we're good to go. Right, so that's nicely thickened up. So time to have a taste for seasoning, and
there's a couple of spoons for you.
If you wanted to thicken it without reducing it by as much, what you can do is, if you take a equal quantity of softened butter and flour, plain flour, and just mash those together with a fork, and then add that to the gravy. As the butter melts, the flour will disperse through the sauce and it will thicken it nicely. So, nice little French classic twist for you there. A little bit of salt. got good flavour, but it could just be heightened a little bit. And a little bit of pepper. Black pepper or white pepper is personal preference. A lot of restaurants will put white pepper in because you simply can't see it, but you get the flavour. So you don't see those little black flecks as you are, as it's pouring onto the plate. Now then, one thing that we're just going to do to make this a little bit different, we've got a sprig of rosemary. That is just going to go into the gravy boat, and as we pour the gravy on there, it's going to warm it up, it's going to release those oils, and it's going to just infuse the gravy nicely. And then in here, on here, what I've just got some finely chopped walnuts. If you have a nut allergy, obviously just leave those out, but they're just going to go into the bottom of our gravy boat. Let's just get the rest of those as well. They can just go in, and then all that is left to do is pray.
Let's see if you can do this without spilling.
See if I can actually pour this in. Pour it across the back of the spoon. Hopefully it won't splatter everywhere. There we go. Oops. Well, I managed to keep it clean on the side facing the camera. There's a little dribble down the back of the jug, but we'll see that, and not you guys. And that is a really simple, delicious gravy with rosemary and a little bit of walnuts in there. And if you wanted to dice some apple, you could do, because obviously we've got the apple from the base vegetables that went underneath the turkey. Really simple, really, really simple.
Okay, so if you want to know how we've done this gravy, visit our website, hayesgardenworld.co.uk. We're across all the social media platforms. If you want to know about any of the equipment we've used in today's video, visit the barbecue shop here at Hayes Garden World. One thing that our barbecue shop is different to a lot of other barbecue shops.
It's open all year round.
It's open all year round. So
perfect.
Christmas presents.
For those people that are hard to buy for. Little something for the barbecue underneath the tree. Merry Christmas.
One last thing, if you do create any of these dishes, please tag us in the pictures, share it on our social media, because we're always happy to see people.
It's always great to see what people do, and generally it's because they're happy, so there's generally a little face to go along with the food shot as well.
Okay then, so there's one last thing to say.
Merry Christmas everybody.